Hello everyone. I recently did a fun video on what I call a mom schedule. It was very, very helpful for me, especially in that first year of motherhood. And if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I also talked about 6 things that I had to let go of in order to have a mom schedule. So today I want to talk about something else that I needed as a mom in order to better take care of myself and free up space. And that is the word boundaries. I looked up the definition of boundaries, and it says a line that marks the limits of an area, a dividing line. So if you haven't learned boundaries in your life, don't worry. Motherhood will definitely throw you into this. Through my journey of motherhood, there were times where it pushed me to the line, right? I've learned where my breaking points were. I also want to talk about a concept and a story that happened with me and one of my good girlfriends, and just me finally getting to the point as a mom and learning that yes, I can help other people, but there comes a point where I needed to help myself. So one time, one of my good girlfriends had come into town. Several of us were supposed to be meeting up, and she had been going through something. The old me would have, no matter what I was going through in life, the old me would have shown up and been there for my friend. And I had gotten to a point where I realized that I had to prioritize myself. And I also knew that my friend had some other friends available as well. So I wasn't the only one. But this was definitely a pivotal moment in our friendship, because this was the first time that she had said that she needed me. And this is so unlike me. But I said, I'm saying this with love, but right now I'm going through things and I've got to take care of myself and I've got to prioritize myself. And she was in shock. She had never heard me say that before. There was definitely about, maybe an hour between that text and her responding. She said that she loved me and she wished that I could meet up with her, but she also understood and she was proud of me for finally prioritizing myself. And that's one thing that I've learned, if you're truly in a survival state, and yes, there are going to be times where we do need to help other people regardless of what's going on with us. But that can't be all the time, or at least I learned for myself, a truth for myself, that it can't be all the time. And I learned that I don't need to try to help someone when I'm drowning, right? That doesn't help anybody. You can do that. I can do that a time or two, but eventually, if I'm not getting to a better place, I've got to find ways to take care of myself so then I can give from my overflow. So I can give from my overflow for my baby. So I can give from my overflow to my friends. And one thing I've learned as well is if I'm drowning, 9 times out of 10, I actually don't show up well for my friend. I can't fully listen. I can't fully be there. I've also noticed that sometimes I get easily triggered with certain things that may come up. Oh my gosh, this is a big one. Another thing is when I am tired, I was the queen of this. I was the queen of giving unsolicited advice. So one thing I learned, especially with my girlfriends, and I love them so, so much and value our friendship so, so much. But one thing I finally learned is that complaining is not an invitation to give unsolicited advice. Sometimes our girlfriends just need to vent. Sometimes they just need to share and be heard. They actually don't need you to come up with a solution. So, be prepared to be in that mindset, right? And a lot of times this takes being well rested, or being as well rested as you possibly can. I know as new moms, the idea of being well rested, but do the best you can with what you have. That is something that I learned that was so healthy for me. One thing that I realized is that when I was tired, I could not pick up on cues for my girlfriends on what they actually needed. I just threw myself into trying to help them versus being aware and understanding, or even having the wherewithal to know to ask, hey, what do you need from me right now? Because sometimes I would give advice and they actually weren't interested in advice. They didn't need my advice. They just needed to get whatever was going on out. And sometimes we need that, right? Sometimes we just need to get negativity out so we can make space for good things to come in. Because if we let that build up, it'll come out in unhealthy ways. So again, just wanted to share that story. I'm still friends with this girlfriend. She is near and dear to my heart. And you know what? I also give her permission to do the exact same. Because when we have taken better care of ourselves, we're able to show up better for each other. And we want each other to win. We want each other to be successful. We don't want to be that weary soldier. That doesn't work. That doesn't rejuvenate. So one thing that, we have learned throughout motherhood is boundaries. And I was talking to another mom the other day, and she's been going through a lot of stuff. She's also working 2 jobs. We were talking about her and her kids and the relationship with her kids, and she was sharing that she had, lashed out at them. They weren't listening. Most of the time, there's a good reason, right? And eventually, you get so frustrated. And the first thing I asked her was, how is your sleep? Are you taking care of yourself? And she said, no, I'm not taking care of myself, I'm not getting the rest I need. I'm not making time to go work out, or I'm not making time to be active. And I shared a gentle reminder that when I don't take care of myself, I don't show up the best for my kids, and I'm not able to give from my overflow. If you find that you're not able to make time during the week to take care of yourself and to do, even if it's 1 to 2 things a week to help fill your cup, I encourage you, and if you haven't gotten really good at boundaries, this is the time. Boundaries are going to be your friend, and being able to say a gracious no to things that no longer serve you. Learning what those boundaries are for yourself, because every mom is going to have different boundaries, and everybody's boundaries gets to be honored, but you have to honor your own boundaries first. If you want to learn more about this, there is a book. I'm going to post a link down in the description. There's a boundaries book that I read early on that was very, very helpful for me. It just dives into a little bit more of principles and ideas behind it, and then also giving various scenarios. So hopefully something is able to connect for you in that way, and that can set you on a path to have better boundaries. My name is Carrie. I started this channel. I've been a stay-at-home mom. I've been a working mom. I've been a stepmom. And I started this New Mommy Village channel to help moms with tools and ideas, how to feel connected and supported, how to feel connected and supported with yourself, also how to feel connected and supported with others. And we all need that support system. We all need that village. And this was so important to me in my journey in motherhood, especially coming from the business world into the world of motherhood. Just want to encourage moms, inspire moms, empower moms. I want every mom to feel activated. I want every mom to feel like they do have time and they can carve out time to take care of themselves so they can give from their overflow and give more to others when they are taken care of. All right, catch you in the next one. Bye.